The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad, and joining me today is Kimberly Buck with John Wood Community College. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I'm going to read your title off here because it is kind of a mouthful. So Kimberly Buck, MSN, EDRN. You are the Director of Allied Health Sciences and Emergency Services with John Wood Community College.
That's correct.
Okay. So you have a big job of filling the courses, making sure the coursework is correct and relative for the health services, health sciences today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And one of the more important, and I know that a lot of people have been talking about this, there is kind of a shortage with EMTs and paramedics, especially in Adams County. And one of the things that you're here today to do is talk about the courses for those 2 specific positions.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a huge gap in available staff for EMT and paramedicine, and that isn't just in Adams County,
right, but
it is across the United States.
Yeah, nationwide. Yeah.
So since the pandemic, we've had fewer individuals seeking education in any of the medical arena, and fewer being hired on.
Right.
The positions are available. It's just the staff that is
gotta get the people. So one of the things that you offer is an EMT course. Now, can you run me through, because I know, so one of the benefits, of course, outside of it being a very rewarding position, is the timeliness between starting the course and being certified. And it is a certification, right?
Yes, it is a certification. Okay. So EMTs start their coursework and become certified after they've taken their state exam in 5 months.
5 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's that's a pretty short time considering, well, of course, yeah, the seriousness of the position.
Absolutely.
So you must get them in there, teach them all the good stuff, make sure they test out, and then boom, EMT, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's an intense program.
Okay.
Right? So 5 months, and then you're ready to take your exam and then be in the field. Absolutely. It's a lot. They also have clinical hours in the emergency room.
Okay.
And they have ride-along time where they are in the ambulance and getting some of the hands-on as well during that time frame. It's part of their clinical.
Okay. Interesting. I will say my entire family, basically, all the women at least, work in the healthcare field. I am not one of that. That's why I'm sitting behind a desk, because I'm like, I can't hack it. I mean, I give so many kudos to people who are brave enough, who have the stomach for, the heart for going out and being a first responder and working in that field you're touching people's lives every day. You're saving lives. There is probably no more rewarding job than that, and especially if you're one of the first on the scene, which an EMT or paramedic is, right?
That's correct.
I just think it would be really cool. If I could handle seeing someone hurt, I would love to do it, because it's always interested me, just being able to be like how they say fight or flight. Absolutely. I'm kind of a fighter. I wish I could be a fighter, but for people who are a fighter, this is the job for you, or the class for you, right?
You bet. It's a wonderful, rewarding profession.
Yeah.
You can go from your EMT, which you can receive in 5 months. Now, there are some caveats to that. You must be 18 years of age, and you must take all the certification. Of course, having CPR. We have CPR classes and EMT classes in the high schools now as well.
Okay.
So this is magnificent. After they get their EMT, they can proceed on to become a paramedic.
Okay.
And that's the higher level of care.
I was going to say, so what's kind of the difference? Can you give us just a quick rundown?
So the EMT is giving that basic care
Okay.
during those emergency situations, and the paramedic is doing the more advanced care and a more advanced assessment.
Okay.
But neither works alone.
Sure.
They're working as a team.
Okay, they work in
Yeah.
conjunction. I did not know that. See, I learned something new every day.
Absolutely.
Okay, so as you said, you have to be an EMT first before you can go on to be a paramedic, but they work together. So how would someone go about, well, let's start here. When do these courses start?
So we start another paramedic course in August.
Okay.
The beginning of August.
Okay.
I do want to say that right now I have 9 paramedic students that will be graduating at the beginning of August.
Excellent.
So that's one way to infuse this community with the much needed emergency response staff.
Sure.
We graduated 10 EMTs.
Okay.
So they're sitting for their exams now.
Excellent. And there are jobs avavel right now.
Absolutely.
So,
and anywhere in the region.
right. So you can relocate. This is something I didn't know. I didn't know how quickly you could get certified. I didn't know how great the need was. I knew something about it, but I feel like this is a great opportunity for anybody who wants to get their feet wet in the, I don't even want to say get their feet wet because that makes it seem like it's not as important as the other jobs. But if you're interested in the healthcare field,
this is a great way
to
get into it. And paramedicine, you can become a paramedic after you've completed your EMT. So the total is 18 months, but it's 14 months after you've become an EMT. Then you get 14 more months of education and 500 plus more hours in the clinical arena, still doing ride-alongs and still doing some emergency care as well in the emergency room. But as a paramedic, they not only ride in the ambulance, but they can do things like the airback.
A helicopter.
Yeah.
My cousin is a helicopter nurse. I don't know what you really call her, flight nurse, but
Flight nurse, yes.
it's such a badass career. I'm like, see, that's what I mean. I'm like, if I could do it, man, I would be all over it. I think it would just be so cool.
That's top of the line for paramedicine.
That is very cool. Very cool. Okay, so if courses start in August, how can they get registered or who do they contact?
So if you go on the website or you call John Wood and ask for admissions, you can get an advisor who can advise you, see what, and reevaluate what you've already taken. If you're already an EMT, you can go into the paramedic program. If you need the EMT first, then we can look at what you've already taken and discern what you still need.
Yeah.
If you're already an EMT and want to go into paramedicine, there's a application process that has to be followed, but our admissions department is just spot on with
top of the line, getting you set up. That's all. John Wood is. I attended John Wood, of course, for I think it was like 2 years to get my degree and my associate's degree. Some of my best days. You meet so many cool people. The facility is top of the line. I mean, everything there is just amazing. The instructors are awesome.
Right?
Yeah,
it's a beautiful campus. It's one of the safest campuses across the nation, and we get rewarded for that. The educators are educating because they're part of the community and they're contributing to the community through the students' education. And that is why I work there. I've been a nurse 36 years.
Wow, congratulations.
And mine was all critical care practice. So the last thing I wanted to do in my career was I want to teach before I retire. And I'm doing that, and I love the opportunity to change those students' lives.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I appreciate you coming on and chatting about this. I hope anybody who's interested in EMT or paramedicine or even anything healthcare related, but especially these two, to get a hold of Kimberly or John Wood Community College to see if there is a fit for you and to see what needs to happen to get you enrolled. This is definitely a rewarding and an amazing opportunity. So let's take advantage of it, right? Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and good luck. Coming up next, we join Steve Eighinger and Brittany Boll at Quincy's Maid-Rite for the next stop on the Great Sandwich Debate with Muddy River News. Stay tuned.
A great night's sleep starts at Harvey's Furniture. Check out the large selection of complete bedroom sets. And when it comes to mattresses, we have a full selection from Bemco, Spring Air, and Chatham & Wells. Harvey's Furniture. Our home, your home.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center.
Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of the Daily Muddy. We're out on the road and we're doing our summer series with the Great Quincy Sandwich Debate. And I'm here with my muddy buddy, Steve Eighinger. This is our first field trip together, Steve. What do you think about it?
I'm excited.
And we're both big Maid-Rite connoisseurs. I still haven't figured out who eats Maid-Rite more. Mike says you come in here a lot, but I think I might come in here more than you. I don't know. How often do you think you eat a Maid-Rite?
I'm pretty much a regular, probably a good at least once a week.
I mean, I think I must be just missing you because I'm like once a week too. And it's the same order for me every time. How about you? Do you switch it up or are you the same every time?
I'm pretty much the same. My wife likes to mix around and run the menu. No, you find something you like, you get it.
Yeah, same. Okay, so what do you put on your Maid-Rite?
I'm a plain guy. I don't like anything on my sandwiches.
So you just, nothing, ever?
Meat and bun.
You and Chuck are like, I don't understand it. To me, and I argued with him, and he said, well, you're wrong, but I'm not. The art of a sandwich or whatever is building it up and whatever, but to each their own.
But why ruin what's perfect?
You're right. Again, to each their own,
right.
You know, because I like to perfect perfection with the extra.
And my wife puts everything on a sandwich, and it just about gags me, but...
So, like, will you eat it, or will she make you a special plain sandwich?
I only eat plain sandwiches, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're getting started on our order. Oh, no, you're fine. What did you get? Mountain Dew?
Mountain Dew.
I always have to have an unsweetened iced tea to wash mine down.
You are strange, aren't you?
Oh, I'm sweet. I'm sweet enough, Steve. I'm sweet enough. That's why. But, yeah, I don't know. Maid-Rite is, to me, like home.
Well, I have a daughter and her family live back in Ohio, and the first thing they do when they come out to visit, they don't necessarily want to see Grandma and Grandpa. We go to Maid-Rite. First hour they're here. So.
I can have, I have some family that can relate to that. I have an aunt that lives in Ohio, and she, first thing she does is come here, and she always orders hers extra wet.
I also like my Maid-Rites dry.
I'm an in-between. I need a little bit of the grease to sop up whatever happened the night before, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And I think we're going to have to race and see who eats theirs fastest. Or do you want to savor and enjoy?
I'm not big on savoring and enjoying.
Right.
I just want to eat.
All right, well, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to let this sit. We're going to hop outside and say hey to Mike, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm outside Maid-Rite with my friend Mike Geise. He is the president and operator of Maid-Rite. Mike, thanks for having us today.
It's good to have you here.
I am so excited to be here. This is by far, I don't want to favor the poll or anything, but it's definitely on the top of my list.
Thank you.
I would like to share with you how Maid-Rite saved my life.
Please.
Okay, so when I was pregnant with my daughter, I couldn't keep anything down, but for some reason I could keep these greasy Maid-Rites down. And yeah, I mean, it was the one thing that I could actually, I'm talking like I was hospitalized 3 times, all this stuff, lots of bleh. But for some reason, Maid-Rite stayed inside of me, and I attribute it to the fact that I'm just a true Quincyan.
That's right.
And then I tell my daughter that she's kind of made of Maid-Rite.
That's excellent.
So I won't ask you what Maid-Rites are made out of, because all the rumors and everything of, I mean, I don't know if I really want to know, or do I want to know?
Brittany, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. It's a top secret recipe.
I've heard this.
It's 100% pure ground beef.
Really?
And not much else.
Really?
But that's all you're getting.
I know I can't, anytime I've tried to make it myself and I'm like, oh, I've heard, recipes here and there.
Correct.
And we've tried. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No.
Part of it is you have to start out with 100 pounds all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's batch cooking at its finest.
And then do you do that here?
Yes, every day fresh.
Every day fresh?
Yep. We have a wonderful relationship with the butcher block here in Quincy. They grind all our meat fresh every single day.
Okay.
It's never frozen. It's wonderful.
I learn something new every day. I did not know that my Maid-Rites come from the ground beef at the butcher block.
That's
so
right.
cool.
They call me every morning and we tell them what we need, and it shows up in the afternoon and we cook it the next morning.
Okay, tell me a little bit about the history of Maid-Rite. I know you are 4th generation. This has been in your family since, when did we start?
Opened in 1928. My great-grandfather, Henry Geise, opened it. And after he passed away, his 2 sons, Bernard and Henry, and Jean ran it. And they ran it until they died. And my father currently is the 3rd generation,
okay,
along with his sister Debbie and myself. So that's kind of the history of who's been running it.
The Maid-Rite, yeah.
It's an iconic part of Quincy.
Do you eat Maid-Rites a lot yourself?
I eat a lot of Maid-Rites.
Do you?
Yep.
There are some other sandwiches on the board that, I mean, I've always said, who goes to a Maid-Rite and doesn't?
Eats anything else, right?
I didn't understand it. A friend of mine brought me a chicken sandwich to the bar the other day, and it tasted like the best chicken sandwiches from your old school lunches.
Yep.
If you deck it up right or
That's
do
right.
it right. What do you get on your Maid-Rite?
I'm a traditionalist. I just get Maid-Rite plain with cheese.
Plain with cheese. And then what is a Maid-Rite with everything?
Mustard, pickle, and onion.
All right.
Not ketchup.
Yes. That I've made that mistake one or two times before.
We do have ketchup now because everybody has their preferences.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
a true Maid-Rite with everything,
Maid-Rite.
mustard, pickle, and onion only.
I like it. It's good. All right, well, hey, I'm looking forward to going back inside and sharing a Maid-Rite with my friend Steve, my muddy buddy.
Absolutely. I know Stevie likes them.
Yes. Who do you think eats them more, me or him?
That's a toss-up. I don't know the answer to that, but we're going to get down to that and figure it out.
I wonder who can eat theirs faster. I haven't told him
That'll tell us something right there.
I think we might have a race.
Amen.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News.
All right, this looks delicious. I have to eat my Maid-Rite with a fork. How about you? Or do you go sandwich?
I go sandwich and then I piece together the remnants.
You know what? I'm going to try something different and go sandwich. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are we cheersing? Cheers, the Earl of Sandwich. Yes! Cheers. Go.
Are we actually racing? Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay, I can't race because I'll choke. I'm not one of those professional food eaters. And I think I do need to savor this because this is my once a week Maid-Rite, according to, I guess, my diet.
And this is excellent.
It is so good. I don't think
this is even better than usual.
and maybe they made it special for us. So I always get my other sides are always we already said unsweet and icy, but fries. I have to do a little ranch with my fries. It's the Quincy Midwest.
Go ahead, I won't hold it against you.
You can have some of my fries if you'd like. Well, I think everybody who, hasn't come down to Maid-Rite or had a Maid-Rite. I don't know where you live. if you obviously don't live in Quincy, but everybody needs to experience a messy, greasy, meaty Maid-Rite.
Well, the first time when I moved to Quincy, and my wife said, I got to take you to Maid-Rite.
Mm-hmm.
And that was within 2 or 3 days after moving here. And it was like heaven on earth. It was unbelievable. And I've been hooked ever since. That was 25 years ago. So
I think I've been eating them since I was a baby. I don't remember that far back. And like I've said, my baby is made of Maid-Rites because it is what, helped me get through it all. So this is my comfort food. This is my sandwich. This is my jam.
I don't know about comfort food, but it's just good food.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anything good is comforting. Well, I guess we should get to eating, and I'm not going to race you anymore. I'm just going to enjoy it. I do thank you for being here with me.
My pleasure.
We'll be on the road again for another sandwich for the Great Quincy Sandwich Debate. I think I see you at another favorite spot of both of ours soon, down the road sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us today.
Gotta love a Maid-Rite. Next week, join David and yours truly as we visit the Silver Dollar. Coming up tomorrow, Walkie Talk.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.